I'm so out of breath that I haven't even started. I cannot believe that I'm making this video right now. Hi you beautiful human, and welcome back to my channel. I have a really exciting announcement to make. We are going to be parents in 9 months. Well, actually, it's going to be already in 8 months because I'm already 5 weeks pregnant. We are so blessed and so happy and so grateful for God for giving us this gift. And we are really excited to share this adventure with you. And when I'm talking about I'm talking about me and my husband Daniel, who's not next to me as you can see. But we are really excited to share this journey with you, and I'm going to document as many pregnancy weeks as I can during my pregnancy and update you with everything that we have to update you. So in this video I will tell you about how I found out that I was pregnant, and then I will show you my current pregnant belly and show you also the pregnancy test line progression. One thing that I have to mention is that these videos are pre-recorded so that everything that I'm talking about right now is happening right now, and when you will see these videos I will be much further away in my pregnancy. We've been talking with Daniel about having children for many times, and actually for quite some time, but we didn't feel that we were, or the time was right, still when we were living in Jyväskylä, since our families were far away, and we didn't feel that the situation was right for us yet. But then when we moved back to Tampere, our hometown, we decided that we were going to talk about this subject more seriously and take some action in some ways, such as living out contraception. And we were talking that when could be the right time. Well, there is never a perfect right time for having children, but since we were living close now to our families, and Daniel has a job, and I'm almost graduating. I should be graduating next summer, but now that I'm pregnant, I will have to postpone my studies a little, but at least I will have a degree in the future. We were thinking that maybe now could be the perfect time for us. And we were so blessed to be given this beautiful gift from God. We do believe in God and in Jesus, and we believe that everybody is a miracle, and we are really grateful to be given also the gift of parenthood, and we are really excited and also nervous for the future, because it's obviously very new for us. So I had been tracking my my menstrual cycle for quite a long time, about half a year at least, with an app called Flo. I will link it down below if I can find a link to that app. And during the early summer I was more concentrated on following the app and following my cycle, and when I was ovulating, etc. It's such a hard word. But then when in August I started my this autumn's first practical training in the near hospital, and because of my schedule, because I'm obviously a nursing student and I'm doing nursing stuff, I also have to work multiple different shifts. So I was doing the mornings and the evenings and once even a night shift. And so because my rhythm was completely all over the place, I didn't even track my cycle or anything. And then, because during the summertime I was tracking my cycle more, I also was like concentrating on every little symptom that I had and tracking everything on the app. But then now in August, I didn't concentrate on my body and on myself that much because I just simply forgot or didn't remember. And so I didn't even think that I could be pregnant. Then, and also I have to mention that my cycle is really irregular. So once it was like 29, then it was 35, then the last one was 24 days. So it's really irregular. So I didn't even, I wasn't exactly sure when I was going to ovulate. But then it was actually last week when I was either very late in my 4th week or very early in my 5th week. I started noticing that I was really bloated, and I was also constipated. Sorry, TMI, but what can you do when you're talking about pregnancy? And I had to go to pee very often. And last Thursday, so almost exactly a week ago, I was working in a place where there was a toilet for the staff members that was locked, and you had to always get a key for the bathroom to get in there. And there were only 2 keys, and those were with the nurses that were actually working there. So I had to always ask for the key when I wanted to go to the bathroom. So I was asking like almost, and my shift lasted then 8 hours. I had to ask almost every 2 hours at least for a key to go to pee. So that was a little weird, and I remember I was thinking to myself when I went to the bathroom that if I just was pregnant, it would be so much easier to just say like, hey, I'm pregnant, that's why I'm going to the bathroom all the time. But then because I didn't know I was, I just thought that it was so embarrassing to be asking for the key all the time to go to pee. Yeah. So then I went home, and I was having a morning shift, so I went home, and a friend of mine came to our home at 5 o'clock in the evening. And usually when I drink coffee, I have to go to pee more often, but at the same time I don't have to pee like multiple times. I have to pee more than usually because of the caffeine, so about twice or maybe even thrice, three times sometimes. But I had to pee, my friend was there from 5 to 9. During that time I had to pee 5 or even 6 times, so I was going to the bathroom all the time, and every time my bladder was full. So I was thinking that this is really weird, and I drank, usually I drink like 250 or even 300 milliliters of coffee once, I mean, only once a day, but anyways. But now I drank only like 200 milliliters, and I had to pee even more than when I drink more coffee, so that was a little odd. Then I went to take my friend to the bus stop next to our house, and I had just gone to pee before leaving the house, and then when we were outside. So then when I came back from taking my friend to the bus stop, I said to my husband at home that this is really weird. My stomach is so bloated and I'm all the time peeing. So I'm just going to take a pregnancy test for fun, because I had been taking them during the summer a couple times, because I was thinking that I was pregnant, because when you overthink, you think that you have all the symptoms in the world, and then there is a negative test result, which sucks, to be honest. So then, I wasn't thinking much about taking the test. I went to the bathroom, I took a cup, and I peed. And then I had these pregnancy tests, I hope you can see. Anyways, they are these strip tests. Well, you can't see them very well when they are in their package, but they look like that. And then the test result comes here with a line. So these should be really accurate. And I dipped the stick into the pee and I let it be. It says that it has to be there for 5 minutes without touching, and then you have to read it. Well, I was waiting for 5 minutes. I wasn't even excited or like nervous at the time, even though previously I was always really like nervous and looking at the stick. But now I was just like, well, I just have to pee all the time. Then the 5 minutes go, I go there and I look, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I will insert a picture here. It was so faint. The line was so faint, but there was like in Finnish we say like a ghost line. So I couldn't believe my eyes, and because I didn't want to get disappointed, I had to take another test from another brand. I took one of these. They are also like a strip test, and there was an even clearer line, though it was quite faint, but still. And I have to be honest, because I didn't want to get disappointed. I wasn't that excited. I was just like, because I've been reading from some websites that some of these tests might show like these places for the lines, which people will then think that they are pregnant, but then they are actually like false tests or something. And I was, of course, saying to myself, like, don't get too excited, they are just false tests. But at the same time thinking, the two different brands having these false tests at the same time, that would be quite odd. And because I've been using these, especially for a very, very long time, I knew that when it's negative, there's nothing, not in any light when you are like looking at it. So it was already late in the evening, we had to go to sleep. Luckily I wasn't having any work the next day, because that day, so Thursday, was my last day at that practice place. So we just prayed with Daniel, and we just went to bed, and yeah. So the next day, Daniel had gone to work, and I was going to be meeting with my best friend at 10 in the morning. So, of course, I told her. So, because I had these results the previous evening, I wanted to test in the morning because they say that the morning urine sample would be more accurate because of the pee that has been in your bladder for so long, and the hormones like building up in your bladder, if it makes any sense. Like, yeah. So I took the test, and the line again was there, and it was even more clear. And then I got really nervous because still I didn't want to believe it, because I didn't want to get too excited for not a real reason, even though still it was really clear that it was positive. So then when I went to see my friend, I of course told her and showed her the pictures of these tests. She was like, it's really clear, and she was getting so excited and congratulating me. But still I was like, no, it can't be real, this would be so like too good to be true. And then she said to me, well, let's go and buy one of those digital tests, so you don't have to guess anymore. So we bought the famous clear blue digital test that has an early detection thing, and it has also this timer thing when you are like seeing those little black things popping up on the screen, and you're like, it's coming, 2 more, 1 more, and then it shows the result, which is either a plus or a minus, and not the weeks, as in some tests. So we went to my friend's house, I peed on the stick, put the cap on, waited, and I was so nervous. And my friend, she was so sure that it's going to be a plus, but I was still like, no, don't be too excited, it's going to be a minus anyways. And so, look what came from the test. You probably already know. A plus! So, when I finally got the result and I didn't have to think about the lines anymore and how clear they were or weren't, I have to say that it didn't go as in most of the YouTube's finding out I was pregnant videos and those exciting news, and they are like this. They are shouting and looking at the test, which that's totally, that's beautiful, and I wanted that my reaction have been like that, but it wasn't. My reaction was shock, numbness, like emotionally, and like doubt. I still didn't believe it. I was like, well, could it be like a minus with an extra line on top of it, which is a plus, of course. But then my friend, who was so excited, she was confirming me that yeah, it's plus, so believe it already. And it took me at least 1 or 2 days to actually like believe it and let it sink in. And now I'm already really excited, and I've been knowing it now for Friday, 5 days, like if we don't count the Thursday. So it didn't go as in movies, but it was still like something that I will never forget. So then I of course had to tell Daniel, and I sent him a picture of the test. I will insert the same picture here. And at first I was a little nervous that how would he react, but his reaction was the best. He was so excited. He immediately got this like feeling that he had to protect me and the baby, and he was so happy. And that made me really happy as well, because then when your partner is really excited about a baby, it makes you also very excited and happy about the thing. Even though I was feeling a little all over the place with my emotions, but still I was really happy. Don't get me wrong, I was really happy and grateful, and we have been wanting this child for a long time. But then when it happens, you don't believe it yourself, and it's like, because you don't feel it, you don't see it, it's really hard to believe. But yeah, then we also told during the weekend to our families and our closest relatives, but we haven't yet told to our friends. We're still waiting because it's really early. And yeah, everyone that we have been telling about this great news have been so happy, and they have like welcomed the baby to our family already, and it feels so good that we have such, it's not like we cannot take it for granted that to have such supportive family members and friends, or a friend. And I'm just feeling so speechless and grateful, and I'm really excited for the future. And I'm just thinking, like, how are our lives going to change during these 8 upcoming months? It's going to be crazy, awesome, and everything. So lastly, I want to show you my currently 5-week belly. Actually, I'm going to be going to my 6th week, I believe today or tomorrow. I'm not so sure about this because there were a couple like changes in the calculation ways, so that's why I'm not so sure yet. But yeah, let's look at my 5-week pregnant belly. So here you can see the side when I have a loose shirt, and there's nothing weird or excited. When I flatten my shirt, you can see mostly like bloating. That's probably the only thing that there is right now, since I'm so constipated all the freaking time. When I take the shirt up and do like this, now I'm like really not pulling my stomach. I'm really bloated, have been the whole day. This is it from the front, and from the other side, but it's definitely a little rounder. Not sure if it's only because of the bloating or not, but anyways, there she or he is. Isn't it crazy that there is a baby? It's a growing human being. That is so unbelievable. It's so hard to believe. And I have to say that it's a huge responsibility, and that is quite scary. But luckily, I'm not alone. I always have God with me, my husband, and my whole family and friends. But still, it's me who has to take care of my body, and by doing that, taking care of our future child. So I believe and hope that that was everything, and thanks a lot for watching. This was really weird to film and really exciting to film, And because I've never done this before, I probably have either said too much or too little or forgotten something. But anyways, there are many weeks to come and to update things to you. And don't forget to watch my other videos that I'll be doing during the pregnancy, and I will try to upload weekly, like my pregnancy progression videos. But because I'm still doing my practices until December, and because my schedule will be again all over the place, I cannot guarantee that there will be a video every week. But at least the main things will be then told later in like a recap video or something. If you have any recommendations or anything, please leave them down below in a comment. And if you want, subscribe and give a like. It's quite a likable thing in my opinion that there is a baby coming into this world. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being interested in our lives and in the baby's future life. And I wish you a very good day, and I will see you very soon. Bye!